I don't know why it's too late. Oh, there we are. We're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another live stream hosted by UJFM. My name is Bolele Polisa, and today I am in conversation with DJ duo CINIMIN. They are a
Hello,
ball of
what's
energy.
up?
So if you are feeling
What's
a bit
going on?
low, you are about to be energized. How's it going, guys?
We good, man. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So I first want to start by apologizing about yesterday. I had like serious internet connections, but I'm glad we're here.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. We tried. We waited for you, but we're more than fine of seeing you today.
I'm glad you guys are here. So let's talk about CINIMIN. So you guys are a DJ duo. You are born, bred in Benoni, in the East Rand, in
Benoni.
Ekurhuleni. Benoni. So let's talk about the genesis or the inception of CINIMIN. How did it all begin?
Sure. I'd say it's a very long journey. You know, you've got Senior over here who is the oldest of the two, if you can't obviously see that. And Kyle started DJing about a good eight years before me. And our dads introduced us to music. Kyle started the trade. And when I was old enough, I started at two, playing individually, you know, the same sort of everyday gig to gig mobile DJ form. And when I was old enough, Kyle was waiting for me to get to an age where I could actually work with him, as long as I'm, you know, legal, 18. And he finally said, "Okay, you know what, dude? Let's do this now. Let's make CINIMIN happen. Let's do a brother DJ duo. Let's make music together and release it as a combined effort."
So when you guys were working as individuals, so when Kyle was DJing by himself, waiting for you, Austin, to jump onto the train, was the sound different from the combined sound that you have, or was it always just you guys knowing that you're going to infuse your sounds to make it one?
There is still very much a separation of sounds at the
Definitely
moment.
was different.
Because when I play by myself, my stuff is more underground. It's a lot more deeper, I suppose.
Yeah, deeper.
So the CINIMIN has more of a commercial viability to it. It's more of a mainstream sound.
Yeah, my sound alone is generally a lot more higher energy, faster tempo. And I think CINIMIN is the perfect example of when you take something a bit more deep and take something a bit more high energy and combine them.
Absolutely love that. So, Austin, with you, did you ever feel like you were being forced into this train, or was it a thing of, you know what, you actually really just wanted to jump onto the music train and join your brother to then form CINIMIN?
I must say I've never been asked that in an interview before, and it's actually nice because there is a story behind it. And no, never ever forced. It's something that I've been wanting to do since I can remember. As soon as Kyle used to work on FL Studio, the program that we used to make music, when I was still in primary school, and I used to see him working on it, but I was always too shy or nervous to ask him about it. So when he'd leave, I'd go to his computer and like mess around on it, and it's something I felt 100% in love with. So I started making music. I spent almost every day just working on music, writing music, and seeing what I could come up with. And I actually, for long, I actually begged Kyle. I was like, "Dude, just come see what I'm making. Like, come join me, sit with me. Let's see what we can come up with." And he was keen, of course. And but he also said, "You know, dude, we got to wait for you to be old enough." And it's nothing I was ever forced into. It's something I really wanted to always do, always in my own way. And that's why I said CINIMIN is so perfect, because it's a great combination of Kyle and then another combination of me.
Of you. Absolutely love that. Now with Kyle, did you ever feel like your brother's now becoming a nuisance and he's just like forcing you to take him along? Or was it just a thing of like, no, I'm gonna wait for him and we're gonna get to do this together?
Now that we might as well put it out in the open. No. So because we come from such a close family and a musical family that we do everything together, by the time I was, you must understand that when I was 20 and already playing at H2O and Fun in the Sun and all these parties, Rage Festival, I was already playing at 20. Austin was only 12. But I already saw his passion developing for music at that stage. And I realized that by the time Austin gets to 18, he's going to want to do the exact same thing as me. Nice. So years before that, in my mind, probably without even consulting Austin, already knew that when he hits that age, we would we'd start to do it.
That's fantastic. So then let's talk about your musical inspiration. Though you were influenced by family, where does the inspiration come from when you are doing music production, or maybe you're doing a DJ set? What inspires your music? Hi.
So our influences is our little cousin. So our it's amazing. Our musical influences come from different influences. Me growing up listening to a lot of disco, and Austin growing up listening to more of a EDM sound.
A lot of electronic music.
Yeah.
Like high energy. You know?
I mean, I'm very. I'm. You don't find many DJs that are my age. All about, and I was lucky to catch that last part of that era, of those pioneers in the industry, and I was lucky to be a part of that last part of it, which gave me a lot of that musical influence before the EDM train started. So our music has a lot of that feeling in it, that soul in it.
I love that. Austin, I want to pose this question to you because you found yourself at a very young age actually being one of the youngest to grace your presence on the Ultra stage. What was that experience like for you?
I've always said that I never get nervous, but sometimes I was actually nervous during and before a game. Looking in there and knowing that I'm about to play on the stage to a couple, I mean, it was still a small stage that I played on. There must have been about 3,000 to 5,000 people on that floor, but still for me, that was massive. And it was one of the few times that I've really been nervous before a gig, you know. So yeah, it comes with a lot of pressure, especially being the younger brother of superstar Senior Fusion over here. So yeah, yes, being the younger brother isn't always easy as it seems because people think you have a lot of connections and already parts that have been opened up for you. But it also comes with a lot of pressure because people expect you to perform. They almost expect you to be perfect because you've already had someone to lead you and give you guidance. Yeah, so yeah.
So let's talk about then dealing with nerves. You know, a lot of people go through maybe different rituals or do different things to deal with the nerves. How then do you deal with nerves before a set?
You know, I had this conversation with someone the other day about anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
I will get anxious about my phone ringing or the sky not being blue enough, but I don't get anxious to perform.
Wow.
I don't. It's a weird phenomenon. Like people, like, how do you do it? Like I'm the most comfortable the minute I stand up on that stage, the minute I'm behind the microphone, the minute I'm inside. That's when. But like in other aspects of life, we're not. We get anxious about those things. So it's weird. It's because it's like a release for us. It's our safe zone.
It's almost like being more comfortable while DJing than you would be. A lot of people think you're like, oh, are you nervous to go stand? Are you nervous to play tonight? And it's like, no, I'd be more nervous if I was standing in the crowd dancing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So let's talk about the release of Hello Baby. So you guys had the single, you were featuring Julia Church on it. Can you tell us more about it?
Dropped in December last year. we didn't bring out a lot of singles last year. It was more club remixes and stuff like that. And we had this instrumental of Hello Baby, and so because we were Sony Africa, they got Julia Church on the track, and she really sent back a beautiful vocal. It's really such a beautiful vocal, and it became like a summer anthem in December. People were really loving it. People playing it everywhere. People were actually, the funny thing is, and we laugh about this because CINIMIN is very high energy. It's like, bah!
Yeah, lots.
And Hello Baby is one of our more chill songs. So we that much in our sets in December, but everyone else was playing it and asking us for it. And so it actually did so much better than we thought it would do.
A lot of our we focus at the club. This is a song that we focus for people to actually be able to just sit and chilling. You're driving in your car, you're sitting at home with family. And it's a sort of song you can put on and just chill to at home. Bom, 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 bom,
Yeah. I mean, it's done so well that you guys decided that you were just going to release an EP for Hello Baby. Can you tell us about the decision to actually release an EP and have different kinds of remixes of the song?
So Sony was the one that said, listen, the track's doing really well, and we should do remixes of it to get into different spaces. And the beautiful part about these remixes is, and I'd say, you could say both of us individually, when we play, we have our different sounds. When I play as Kyle Cassim, I play a lot of Afro tech, I play a lot of deep house, I play a lot of bass house, it's all different genres. So when we thought about the EP, we literally went down each of our favorite genres. I mean, Argento Dust is one of the big boys in Afro tech at the moment, and he killed it. I mean, everyone is playing his copy. Shona for the deep house one. We got Beats by Hand for that PE swing house. Vimo for that bass house, which is rocking. And then we got an artist called Jeff De Blow from Holland. South African musical space.
As well as hopefully a bit of a European space too with the Jeff De Blow remix.
So was that like an intentional thing for you guys to then, further grow in the global space, or was it just something that coincidentally happened?
No, every move we make is calculated. It's planned. So I mean, we're busy collaborating with DJs from the UK at the moment, DJs from Brazil, DJs from Holland, DJs in Australia, and hopefully in the United States soon. So we're busy planting that cinnamon seed.
Cinnamon seed.
The cinnamon seed. We're busy planting that cinnamon seed around the world at the moment, so that in 3 years' time, when we have the same conversation, they're like, oh gosh, you guys are playing at Coachella or Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Look where all those seeds are grown into.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see you guys on those big stages. Let's talk about family and y'all's decision to actually, decide to make music your career. Was your family okay with this? Though they might have, introduced you to the music space, but were they okay with you actually, pursuing music full-time, radio full-time, just, incorporating yourself in the entertainment space and having this as your daily bread?
No.
No.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, no.
So, funny enough, me and Austin were having this conversation the other day, and Austin said to me, when you grow up, when we get old and we have kids, are you going to be happy for your children to go down the same path as us? And I said, well, that's all depending if they want to do that. I mean, any parent's nightmare is that their children don't succeed in life. Parents always just want the best for you. They want you to be, I mean, as cliched as an Indian family would be like, oh, we want you to be a lawyer and a doctor and stuff like that. It's just purely because they look after your family and look after yourself.
Yeah.
So Well, growing up, my parents just saw music as a hobby, and it was more. I studied law for 4 years. I didn't finish my degree though, but I still studied law for 4 years. In that time, I was pursuing my music, and really made it part of my. Rich, I want to do music. It's what makes me happy.
Yeah, and if you think about any parent, if you put yourself in that space, having to think about their children out every weekend until early hours of the morning, driving to 3 or 4 different clubs in one night till 5 a.m. And always being on the roads, always being in a club space. It's not easy on anybody. It's not easy on parents. It's not easy on girlfriends. It is a very it's a worrying thought, and I think any parent would be worried. But I think we hold the responsibility to be able to show them that, look, we are safe, we take what we do seriously, and it's our duty to show them that it's a career and not a hobby. So we'll treat it like a professional job instead of how you would treat just messing around.
And now that they have, they have seen the success of your decision to actually, get into the music, how have they received that? Are they more supportive, or do they still wish that you would have, pursued law or whatever it is that they had hoped for you?
My mom is sitting in the dining room, and she's still screaming in the background, I wish you became a lawyer. But they're very happy for us. I mean, our parents even came with us to Ultra again this year. They come to our parties, they support our events, they support our music, and now they use it as bragging rights when they go out. They're like, "Do you know who our sons are?"
Yeah.
Do you know who our sons are? Yeah.
When you get in the car and the song comes on the radio and it's actually one of your kids or your kids that made it, I think it changes how you feel about the whole situation. No, I'm ashy.
Absolutely. So now, making mention of, the first time you actually hear the song on radio. For you guys, what was the experience like? The first time you heard your single on radio, what was the experience like? I know, Kyle, you've been in the radio space, but just as a collective, what was the experience like?
It's still exciting.
It's still so exciting. I mean, we've had music on the radio now for two years. That's exactly what it is. For 2 years, and I think still every time we hear our song play, and you just hear whatever the radio back announce, this is CINIMIN with Hello Baby or whatever. It's just so exciting still. I don't think that feeling will ever go away.
No way. If I'm driving, I still quickly take out my phone and take a story, and I'm like, it's our song.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It just feels so good.
Even like like when you sometimes walk into like a grocery store, or at home or like somewhere, a garage, and you hear your track, and then you want to turn around to everyone and be like, guys, this is our song.
Yeah, it's so funny because sometimes you'll literally be like at the till paying for something, and your song will come on the radio, and you'll tell the cashier, guess what? This is me. That's my song. I made it. And they'll be like,
yeah, and I own this garage.
Yeah, people tend to not believe you when you're in public and you try claim a song.
Now, you guys, there's a 7-year gap between the two of you, right? What have you found some of the challenges to be when working together?
Austin can't jowl as hard as me.
That is true.
That's the only problem we have. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Like after a gig, we play. Say we'll play like 1 to 2 a.m. or 12 to 1 a.m. somewhere at a big gig, and then the next day, or a few hours after that, Carl's still like at the party, like woo woo, and I'm like, please go home, go home. So maybe.
Other than
but it's
that,
the yin and yang that makes us work so well, because we are so similar, but at the same time we're so different, and it's a really good balance.
I think that's what.
I like that. So I've got like questions in a CD cover, right?
Okay.
They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 to 8. All right. So I need you to pick a number between 1 and 8, and then I'll pose the question to you, and you need to give me an answer.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see if we choose the same number at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go with 7. I like 7.
7. Okay. Who is your celebrity crush?
Ariana Grande.
Kyle, and yours?
I have too many.
Okay, give
I
us.
have so many.
Give us
I have
two.
so many. I want to marry them. Okay, so because I'm such a hyperactive ADHD person, my stuff changes every week. So this week I'm on Margot Robbie.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's choose another number. So 7 is out of the picture. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Let's
6,
go
and
4.
8.
I go 4.
4.
Let's go 4. Yeah.
Okay. Who would you love to catch up with right now?
Celebrity or anybody?
Anyone.
Vimo.
Who?
Our friend Vimo, we miss him.
Vimo, the DJ.
Okay. How's the relationship like? What's so special about y'all's relationship?
He's a lot older than us. Vimo's 45. But like he's like a friend that's like family, and I don't know. We miss his.
Yeah, he's like young and old at the same time.
Yeah.
Like he's really funny, and it's all dad jokes because he's like 44. But
Okay.
it doesn't feel like a dad joke because he's the sort of guy you can talk about anything to. You know, I mean,
Dope.
he's 20 years older than me, and
Sure, yeah.
we call ourselves friends. I don't call him Uncle Vimo. You know, he's an actual friend. Yet he's 20 years older than me, and he's 12 years older than me.
All right, that's dope. So we're gonna go to another one. We've got 7 and 4 that's out the picture. Let's choose another number.
3.
3. Okay. What one word best describes you? Okay, so let's do this. What one word best describes Kyle? What one word best describes Austin? Then what one word best describes CINIMIN?
Okay, so you start with me.
So I must describe Kyle, and he must describe me.
Or you can describe yourselves, however you choose to do it.
The thing I really wanted to say, I can't say.
Oh no, guys. You have to share that with us. You have to share that with us.
Oh, there's restrictions. So these.
Yeah,
you can't.
I'll share
Oh
it
my
level 3. Oh wait, what are we? Level 2. Kyle's hyperactive.
Okay, hyperactive. And then Kyle for Austin.
He's clever.
It's a very good combination.
And then CINIMIN.
Crazy. I don't know. I've never seen anybody else DJ the way.
Needles in my legs.
Sorry. You got pins and needles.
Oh, shame. He's been sitting for too long.
I've never seen anybody DJ the way we DJ. So I'd say we are crazy.
My leg.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for another number. So 3, 4, and 7 are out.
2.
Okay, who was the last person you received a text from, and what was it about?
Let us have a lookie.
Okay, cool.
My friend Naro sent me
Okay, what did he say?
he's in a meeting.
Okay.
My sister sent me a message saying, hello.
Was that all? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's grab another number.
5.
5. Your favorite childhood memory?
I could be there now.
Okay, this is actually 6.
Okay, cool.
Favorite childhood memory.
Okay.
I don't know. I had such a happy childhood. I can't think of what my favorite childhood was.
Favorite childhood memory. Oh, I know mine. When I was about 5 years old, I was climbing a rope at nursery school. We had this structure that had ropes hanging from it, and you could climb up them. And I started climbing one, and I was getting quite high, and the whole school was all cheering for me. And they were all like, "Oh, Austin, oh, Austin!" And that's a very happy memory. And that's all kept together. Let's see. A pretty good childhood memory is also building Legos.
Building Legos. Okay. How far did you go with building Legos? Did you build big what you call things, or was it small things? What kind of things did you build with Lego?
I don't know. Sure. What did you build?
Oh, I thought of a childhood memory. I thought of something fun. Good.
Okay, let's hear it.
My mom is staring at me, making me say San Lemire when we've gone family holidays. But a favorite childhood memory, the random memory, is the one day my dad, I used to always ask if I could have a PlayStation. And they said, no, we can't afford a PlayStation.
That was cool.
And then I was like, okay, I'll just play with rocks and sticks in the garden. And then the one night, my dad was like, oh, please go fetch my laptop out the car. I forgot to bring my laptop in. And when I went to go fetch his laptop from the car and I opened the boot, there was a PlayStation there waiting for me.
Oh, wow. That's so dope. Yeah, I can understand why that's your favorite childhood memory.
Definitely. That's a tearjerker.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we've got 1, 3, and 8 left.
1.
Your favorite meal?
Curry.
Spaghetti bolognese.
I love curry. Okay. I brush my teeth with curry. I use it as a face mask. I drink it. I throw it in the crowd when I'm DJing. I love curry.
Kyle gave Indians the term curry muncher.
Curry munch. Okay.
I use it. I put it on my DJ. I dip my USBs in it.
Wow. What kind of curry? Any kind of curry, or must it be chicken, lamb?
Curry, crab curry, prawn curry,
sheephead curry,
trap curry. McDonald's curry. Curry.
Wow.
When we buy a Kyle McDonald's, he takes the McDonald's and he cuts it up and puts it in the curry.
No, guys, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get through the last 2 questions. So we've got 3 and 8 left.
8.
8. Okay. Who do you trust with your darkest secret?
That guy.
Each other. Okay. Yeah. Dope. Okay, that's really dope.
I think Kyle knows. There's no one who knows more about things that I've done and things that I haven't told anybody else more than Kyle.
And me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We seem to have lost the guys. let's hope we can get them back. But if you've got any questions that you'd love to ask them, you're welcome to send them through. Just send a message in the comment section, and I'll be sure to ask them your questions. Their signal seems to be a bit bad, but let's hope we get them back. But apart from that, remember they have released an EP, a Hello Baby EP. So you can get it on all digital platforms. Make sure that you get in touch with them, book them once we're out of quarantine, and let's jam to some Hello Baby. So they've actually remixed Hello Baby in under many different genres. You've got a deep house remix, you've got an EDM remix as well. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if we will be able to get them back on. But if we are not able to get them back on, then I guess then we'll just conclude the chat there. But let's give them about a minute. And I'm counting down that minute because we're actually just about to wrap up. Okay. All right, we seem to have lost them. Not sure if we will be able to get them back, but yeah, the signal is a bit tricky. And this was such an awesome question, actually. The last question that they needed to answer was an awesome question. Signal has been a thing today. I mean, earlier on we had
dirty, it takes that
okay. On UJ's Instagram Live.
We're back.
Okay. You're back.
All right. We're back.
So we've got the last question. Question number 8.
Yeah.
Oh, number 3. Question number 3. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Rub Austin's back.
I know. To be honest, now in the last few days or the last few weeks, the first thing I do when I wake up is I try pray.
How does it go?
I always pray straight after I wake up.
Does it go like this?
Yeah. What role does spirituality play in your life?
It's very important. It keeps us grounded and it keeps us in touch with who we are and remembering why we do what we do, and to remain focused and not become part of the world in the lighter sense of things.
Yeah, and give us guidance on what we're doing and how we should go about doing things, because especially in an industry like ours, it's very easy to mix with the wrong people, fall off the path, and get involved in some pretty dodgy things. So I think our faith and our religious beliefs are really important in terms of trying to keep ourselves grounded.
I like that. So what can we expect from CINIMIN moving forward? Right now, we're finding ourselves in a pandemic, and it's given a lot of people, especially in the entertainment industry, time to actually work, time to recoup, time to, conceptualize. What can we expect from you guys in 2020 still?
We are just opening the door. We have surprise visitors.
Okay.
You can expect an album, CINIMIN's very, very first album.
Lovely.
Yeah, you can expect our very first album. Obviously, we've had a lot of time during lockdown to experiment, write music, write different music, and come up with a big enough variety to put together an album. Yeah.
Yeah, really. I'm sorry, I missed what you said, but we're really excited for our first ever album.
All right, dope. So for people that want to get the Hello Baby EP, how can they go about doing that?
It's everywhere. It's on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's on Beatport. Type it in. Type your favorite artist. Type in Hello Baby Remix, and it'll all pop up everywhere. It's It's there for the listening. So
fantastic, guys! It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you. Thank you so much for taking time
thanks
out.
for having us.
Thank you for having
for
us.
this conversation.
We love you
We
lots.
look forward to everything that is about to come our way in terms of music concerning CINIMIN, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the big stages.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you for the support.
We hope our next interview can be in the studio when this
Yes,
pandemic
we
is over.
certainly hope so.
Lovely.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys then. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thanks,
Bye.
man.
All right, guys. So that was CINIMIN. We just had a conversation with them. Remember to get their EP, their Hello Baby EP, on all digital platforms, even on YouTube. Just type Hello Baby, the remix, and you'll find their EP. It's been an absolute pleasure being with you for these past couple of minutes. Dope conversation with the guys. Absolutely love their energy, love their vibe, and we look forward to having conversations with them in studio as well. From me, I'm out. I'll see you in the next conversation that we'll be having in the next couple of days. Who will we be having a chat with? Well, you have to stick to our social media pages to find out. I'm out. I'll see you next time. Bye.
24/7, the hustle continues on 95.4 UJFM, shaping the future.